Shortly after the coup, Hussein brings the Ba'ath Party founder Michel Aflouk to Iraq and makes him official leader of the party. Saddam has good reason to be grateful to Aflouk, his mentor. In the Ba'ath Party, with its Nazi-like organization of strict discipline and hierarchy, secret police and informers, Aflouk has created the perfect instrument for a leader whose only wish is to become the unchallenged tyrant of Iraq and the whole Arab world. Saddam Hussein, the future dictator, is Michel Aflouk's creation. Of all Aflouk's protégés, only Saddam possesses the ruthlessness to claw his way to power. Saddam, veteran of a string of coups against the government, is determined to stay in power, whatever the cost. The solution lies in a subtle mixture of favoritism and terror. First comes the terror. Saddam coins a chilling saying, "If there is a person, there is a problem. If there is no person, there is no problem."
One by one, he picks off all his close political associates in the upper reaches of the Ba'ath Party, to the point whereby, certainly by 1972, within 4 years, he is the power behind the throne of President Bakr.
Saddam Hussein is no longer number 2 in the regime. He's actually the most powerful man of Iraq, and he's often talked about as the strong man of Iraq.
In Saddam's Iraq, nobody is safe. The loyal are rewarded with jobs and position. The disloyal disappear into one of Saddam's hellish prisons and are never seen again. To underline the message to an offender's relatives, after executing a political opponent, Saddam actually bills the family for the cost of the bullets. After 11 years of playing junior partner to Hassan al-Bakr, Saddam decides it is time to take his rightful place as ruler of Iraq. Al-Bakr, his cousin, is quietly pushed aside. He will die mysteriously 3 months later. Saddam Hussein is sworn in as president of Iraq on July 17, 1979. Now the dictator who ardently studied Mein Kampf as a young man is ready to put his learning and his family's dark legacy to the test. Within days of taking power as president, Hussein means to follow the example of his uncle Khairallah Tulfa's hero, Adolf Hitler. His first strike is to kill his opponents in the party's leadership in one fell swoop. But Saddam can send out his terrifying message in a way that Hitler could never do. He will videotape the whole terrifying event as a lesson and a warning. Baghdad, July 22, 1979. 5 days after Saddam Hussein is inaugurated as president of Iraq, he summons a meeting of all the top Iraqi Ba'ath Party officials from around the country.
They all thought rather innocently that they were coming to Baghdad simply to proclaim the new leader of the Ba'ath Party and the new president of Iraq. But once the meeting got underway, Saddam completely turned the tables and turned it into a sort of Stalin-esque putsch.
With video cameras set up to record the entire event, Saddam accuses 60 party leaders of being part of a massive plot to overthrow him. The atmosphere in the hall is electric. One by one, the accused men, stunned and terrified, are led away by security guards. As Saddam ruefully wipes a tear from his eye, other party members stand and proclaim their devotion to Iraq's new dictator. Over the following days, the accused are tortured and shot. Saddam personally executes some of the victims. He also forces the surviving leaders to shoot some of the victims themselves. Immediately after the meeting, Saddam and the surviving leaders pose on the balcony for a crowd that has been organized to chant for Hussein and shout for revenge on traitors. Even though Saddam by now has countless mortal enemies, he is confident he will survive any attempts they might make to do to him what he has done to them. He surrounds himself with people he can trust, fellow clan members from his own district of Tikrit. Hussein's entire family will become members of the fascist Ba'ath Party.
Iraq under Saddam Hussein, the Ba'ath Party under Saddam Hussein, becomes the preserve of his own clan, his own family, the people he really trusted. And it's from that period on that his power becomes virtually absolute.